We are back, baby. Happy Monday, and welcome to the extras. Thank you for being here. See, we got a few people in the chat already. Looks like Nance was in there first. And Becky a quick second. And Black Magic in there as well. He says, glad I checked the Discord. I didn't get the YouTube notification. Okay, alright. He says, maybe it would notify me when it actually goes live. Oh, I see. He says, Drew's the only show I watch live or receive notifications on, so I'm not always sure how it works. Well, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for having notifications on. That's awesome. And that is the easiest way to make sure that you don't miss the stream, is hitting subscribe and turning that notification on. God, I've really turned into one of those guys, I guess. Falcor in the chat as well. What is going on? Absolutely love the new ink work you were posting. Beautiful. Hope you had a great weekend as well. This topic, I was not like, I had to do a little extra research about because I had no idea, really about this at all, about Pilates or why, you know, I didn't know anything about Pilates, basically. So I did a little background research, so I can help give some important context. But this girl basically said some out-of-pocket crazy things, and as usual, TikTok did not forget. She deleted the video, but tons of people downloaded that thing, so we've got clips. We've got Markie made a video about this, so we'll check that out. We'll check out some people's reactions around the situation, other people who are Pilates creators or Pilates students. What is the... I was hoping Meech would be here so she could tell me the words. Like, what is it called? What is the person called that does Pilates? I don't know. I don't know those words. Falcor says, new tattoos make long work weeks better. Hey, I get you. I get you. Give you something to work for. What is going on, Becky? I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I just saw that. Falcor says, we need CB for this, I feel like. Yeah, CB also does a lot of Pilates. You're right. I should have sent something to her. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't want to get all boring, you know? So really, I'm not going to hit like a whole history of Pilates. I'm just going to give you the relevant facts to Pilates history that you need to know for this situation, which is like two things. Okay? Where is my history of Pilates here? Okay. Pilates was developed by Joseph Pilates, okay? And he was a German guy, and he developed this method because he grew up with a lot of pain and difficulties, so he became a gymnast and to increase his strength and hopefully overcome his injuries. And he felt like other people could do the same. And he was working in World War I. Let me make sure I get this all correct here. I can show this, hold on. In World War I, he was working. That work? Yeah, okay. All right, here we are. He was being held at a camp in the Isle of Man, okay? And he spent 4 years there. And a lot of the other people who were there were also injured. This is kind of like a camp for injured or sick prisoners, okay? So he develops these various methods with equipment that he refers to as apparatus. And so there's these various things that you use to achieve these different things. So basically, the 5 essentials of Pilates are breath, cervical alignment, rib and scapular stabilization, pelvic mobility, and the utilization of the transversus abdominis, okay? And that's all we're going to get into about it. I'm not I'm not going to explain what any of that means because I don't even know. But basically, this guy is stuck with all these prisoners, and he develops these exercises as a way to help them overcome their injuries, okay? That's all you need to know about Pilates. So modern day Pilates, though, has gotten pretty expensive. It's gotten kind of fancy. And for no reason. And a lot of people who are upset about this situation are kind of upset about that. The fact that some are making it seem like Pilates is for rich people, basically. So that's the take that this girl had. And a lot of people, including other instructors and people who do Pilates content, were pretty upset about it. And so she quickly deleted this video. But of course, your boy Markie, Callum Markie, on YouTube, he was able to recover these deleted videos, and he's preserved them for posterity and our enjoyment. So let's check out Pilates influencer posts controversial hot take video and receives huge backlash from Markie, M-A-R-K-I-E, if you're just listening to this. And, oh, hey, appreciate the new subscribers as well. We got a couple people subscribed from the stream about the EBT scams. So, if that's y'all, then welcome, and thank you for subscribing. But yeah, so here is Markie, and he's gonna lay out this situation and kind of explain what happened here and where it all went wrong.
The second time that we are discussing a situation regarding Pilates on this channel. The user is Pilates by Raven, a very well-known TikTok by the looks of it, right? 720,000 followers. I believe she was also on Love is Blind, but Pilates by Raven is a user who posts videos about...
Okay, I don't know about whether she was on Love is Blind or not, but she does have a pretty big account. We'll check it out.
Pilates, as you can imagine. And she recently posted a video which is now deleted, so we're going to be watching a re-upload here. But it's a video where she gives her thoughts on diversity and inclusivity in Pilates. Okay. Also, the re-upload that we're watching, by the way, has been posted by a user called LaLewis44 or LaLewis44. But yeah, either way, let's get into the video.
It's going to be an extremely...
LaLewis44 is hilarious. That's Toya. Okay, we are going to check out Toya's full video. Nugget Man says, I didn't get a noti. Welcome, Nugget Man. Thank you for being here. I don't know how that works. I don't know. You gotta hit notifications and go to all, because it will default to personalized, and I think what that means is sometimes it's not going to give you the notification. I don't know why. Nugget Man says, I'm glad I made it. We are talking Pilates, and you are right in the beginning. So this girl is about to have a hot take about Pilates, and it's not good. It's not very inclusive, and she's about to get in a lot of trouble. So this is a clip from the deleted video from Pilates by Raven is her account, okay?
hot take for my Pilates girls.
Also, I don't know why it makes me irrationally angry when they say Pilates and not Pilates. Like, are we talking about like little miniature plots are like Pilates? I don't know. That's, maybe I'm nitpicking, bacon strips. You let me know in the comment.
I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness. As
Okay,
well as
whoa,
disrupting
all
the
right,
Pilates
coming in hot with it.
Space in
Lord
order
have
to
mercy,
create more
she-
diversity and
Okay,
inclusivity.
all right.
As someone whose entire
Sorry,
business, purpose of my business,
It's a fresh
my
reaction.
brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on, so let's talk about it.
And this is what
Okay, so to start with, that sounds good. She wants to bring Pilates to a diverse group of women. I guess is what it sounds like. That sounds those all sound like good things. So what could be wrong with that, right?
where Raven goes on to compare Pilates to a designer luxury brand.
What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand?
Now, let me give you a little bit of context as she's going to launch into this monologue here. A lot of people believe that she is kind of defending how much she charges for a class in a certain way in this little blurb here. So kind of keep that context in mind. But she is about to compare Pilates, developed in the prison camp, to a designer brand, okay?
I think of legacy, think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products
Craftsmanship
are probably like
of
handmade.
Pilates.
We'll check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there, okay?
I
The
mean,
design is there, and that's why we pay
the craftsmanship
dollar we
of
pay our
an
top
item,
coins
yes, but
for
like you're
these designer
you
items, right?
you're doing
So you kinda
jumping
see where the video's
jacks,
going here, right? Raven is
and
comparing
other
Pilates
people
to
are
a
doing
designer
those
luxury
jumping
brand.
jacks
She
or
specifically
whatever.
goes
I
on
don't
to
know what
compare it to
Pilates are. I'm
Bottega in
sorry.
just a second. And basically, the big reaction to this
But,
video,
like,
which we will have a look at the comments in just
I feel like when you're leading the class, you know, she's like, it's kind of like yoga related, right? It's not cardio. It's more just like calisthenics and stretching type stuff. Okay. So, and there's varying intensities of Pilates. So you have, obviously, like with anything, you have beginner, intermediate, and expert moves. But essentially, we're stretching. Okay. So I don't know how you can say that your brand of stretching is like a designer handbag, but she is launched full
Just a
into
second.
it,
Is a lot of
and
people saying, like,
I guess
it's
just go
Pilates,
off, you know,
right?
right?
It's a form of exercise. It's not a.
We're
Sick
gonna
of trying to figure out how to hit protein goals.
we're gonna bring a
Free high-protein
specific
breakfast for a
brand
year?
into
Yeah,
the mix
that's
here,
real.
which is
every meal's loaded.
really funny.
Luxury designer bag company.
Like, you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's
Bottega,
the
guys.
accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega.
Yeah, so it's this clip in particular that a lot of people have brought up. You know, saying like, if you walk in Bottega, you wouldn't say like, where's the diversity? Because
That was rough, dude. That was rough. Okay. So for context, if you don't know, Bottega is just a fancy place. Here, let me show you just real quick. Let me show you a real quick thing. This is Kadish on TikTok, and this is her showing the diversity at Bottega.
Like, you would never walk into Bottega and be like,
This is her buying her oversized bag at Bottega. So this is a Bottega store. If you're not familiar, they sell handbags and clothing and one banana plant. I love her friend taking the video too. That's great. Okay, so yeah, so check her out on TikTok. That was just posted 2 hours ago. I thought that was a good take on this. Good job. But okay, so back to it.
Not really sure what the correlation is between Pilates and a luxury brand, but Raven does go on to kind of explain the thought process behind it and says like it is something that takes a lot of time to actually become an instructor for. 500 hours, she goes on to say.
500
I
hours,
think the same way about
guys.
Pilates, and I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we like
Okay.
haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked.
It's a legacy, guys. New instructors, you haven't been trained, listen up.
Generations to preserve this method of exercise, to even just training and instruction.
She looks pretty young to have so many decades of experience.
Classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay?
Minimum. 500 hours. Like, girl, there's probably people who are like working 500 hours in this industry in the span of just like a couple months. Right? I don't know. I don't know what we're talking. Nugget Man says this is okay. Nugget says, good question. Can a physical move be copyrighted? Like in WWE or a pose or a move? Now, I am not a copyright lawyer, but I'll tell you my uneducated theory. I would say, at least the way it should be, is I think you could copyright the name that you use, maybe for a certain stretch or a movement. But I feel like if you're a fitness coach and you're writing like, okay, here's your workout. You do 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, then 10 more sit-ups, then 10 more push-ups. You know, like you're designing a circuit. So I get that there's like some skill and intent involved in that. But I don't think she's like making up her own moves. She's using moves that she's learned in the 500 hours, right? So it's not like she really came up with it, because she's saying she learned these 500 hours. She learned all that stuff from there. So I don't know. I think maybe your actual workout that you design, like a sequence of movements, perhaps you could say is your content, but I don't know if you could copyright or really in any way like gatekeep these movements, because it's just stretching, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's like if you're a yoga instructor and you sell a video that you made where you're doing different poses, no one's watching that and thinking that you invented those poses. In fact, they're hoping that you're going to incorporate ones that they already know and are well established in the sport, I guess. But again, minimal research on the Pilates, so apologize for that. But the minimum and like the little finger thing, like that's, oh man, you do not want to get catty like that with TikTok, dude. This is dangerous. She doesn't know what she's messing with. She has 700,000 followers. She should know what time it is on TikTok, but apparently she didn't. I want to hear this little clip one more time, because this is what everyone was really mad about.
Exercise to even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay? Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap.
Again, this is another part of the video that a lot of people have brought up, saying that 500 hours actually isn't a lot when it comes to learning a profession. But Raven does go on to end the video saying that she is all for accessibility, but people need to think.
Black Magic, you are so kind. He says, I don't know that I care for her a whole lot. You know, I think a lot of people also share that sentiment, and they're not quite as polite as you.
A little bit more
we'll hear from them in a
things
second.
Like Legree and Solid Core are more successful,
You-
right? They
you
took
are,
away a little
you are-
bit of the
you're in good
craftsmanship
company.
of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now hire a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay, because now more people can do it, all right? And just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates, but I do.
This is a girl who charges $3,500 for a class.
Do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about, oh, okay.
I think from the previous situation that we
Nugget Man. Nugget Man says her nails better be done talking like this. Dude, you are not lying.
about regarding Pilates and now this one, it really does feel like some people maybe think of Pilates as very different to other forms of exercise. And this thought process is definitely something a lot of people disagree with. There's a lot of comments in this video saying stuff like, they want to market it off as some high-end...
I don't even do Pilates, and when I heard about this, like, I had a rage. I had a rage building. I was like, this is not going to be a nice person, I have a feeling.
luxury service like, babe, it's just exercise. Another comment here with about 60,000 likes that says Pilates was...
Babe, it's just exercise. I love that take. That's a great take. Pilates was built on accessibility. I don't know what she's talking about.
Built on accessibility. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. Now, it's not just the comments that disagree with Raven's video. There's a lot of people that have made response videos as well. Like, for example, a video here from a user called Aaliyah Yvette. And her response video to Raven is currently on 1.7 million views.
I think what Raven is trying to what she's really trying to do is justify her pricing as a way to put herself up, because
she was
unfortunately, babe, I didn't think about this about you before, but I do think about you.
This is how you can lose the weight the way you want.
My God.
Weight Loss by Hims offers access to a variety of options.
Like,
in this complex. Now,
hold on.
Thanks for the 20 bandos.
There he is, the 20 bandos.
your elites and I think your classes, and I think that you definitely showed yourself in that video. And if that's not who you are, then you probably need to like clarify yourself, because you do not make Pilates affordable for diverse audiences. That is not your brand. That is not your mission. And I know that for a fact, because I actually tried to hire you for a Pilates class that I had a few months back that went viral. We actually sought you out and tried to hire you to do a free community event because you were new to the city of Philadelphia. And I wanted to offer Pilates free for Black women in our community. So I sought you out.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's got the receipts. This is, let me see if I can see that. It says... Just got a reply back. They said her rate is $3,500. That means that's how much she charges to teach a class. They said $500 is nowhere in the ballpark. Like, wow, dude, that's rude. She offered her $500 to do a little bit of community outreach where she could have gotten a lot of good imaging for her business out here, like helping the community, maybe giving a discount for the class. No. It says... Oh, $500 is nowhere in the ballpark. Pissed me off a little bit. That's what it says. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah. Nugget says, I bet CB does Pilates. You guys need to do a class together. Let's make it a meetup. I think CB and Meech both do Pilates. I'm not sure. I know Meech does yoga, and I've heard CB mention Pilates, but I'm not sure. I'm sure they've both done all of it. But I have not. I have not done any Pilates, or Plotties, as the girls call it. Drew needs to try Pilates, Nugget Man says. Okay. You know what? I'll look into it. I will look into it. Let's put it on the list.
And your price quote was $3,500 for one class, free for the community. Only 20 people.
But yeah, I think it goes without saying, $3,500 for one class seems like a lot of money. I don't know why you would pay someone $3,500 for one class of anything, quite frankly. And clearly, as we watch this video, Aaliyah was not happy with this quote.
That was just a note that says Pilates ? That's gonna make zero sense to me later. Black Magic says, I guess I keep forgetting about the minimum training hours. That must make her class worth $3,500. Nugget says, I need to see Drew try Pilates. Yeah, it would be hilarious. I know it would. But yeah, that little minimum thing. Also, Oh, you know what? We'll just let him play it. Somebody else is going to draw a interesting comparison about the 500 hours, because 500 hours really isn't a lot. Like I feel like if you're teaching Pilates full time, you're putting 500 hours in like every few months, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess if you charge $3,500 a class, you really only have to do like a few classes a month. You're not working 40 hours a week doing that. Maybe she's trying to fight an IRS audit. You know what? Maybe. That could be. Becky says, I mean, I'm sure you can find a free class on YouTube with her $3,500 cost. Exactly. And it's supposed to be accessible. Like, the whole point is that anyone can do it, and it helps everyone. So to try and make it like a luxury thing is pretty wild. And like, what are you offering for $3,500 that someone else isn't providing for $500? Or she's laundering money, Black Magic says. That is another point. You know, that is very true. I did not consider that. That is a genius plan, actually. I'm gonna write that down too.
We're trying to charge us $3,500 for a class. I don't know
money
who you
laundering
thought you were.
through Pilates.
So you can try to charge $3,500 for a class, but I thought it was bananas. And I even said, hey, like, we're a nonprofit. You sure it's $3,500? And your representative said, yeah. So your whole thing of like, oh, this is your mission, that is completely untrue.
It is the opposite of her mission.
That's completely
her
untrue.
mission is to raise the prices of Pilates for everyone.
Okay? But even going back to the grand sentiment about like Pilates,
she has nice
and
nails.
It being this luxury thing, and you should be paying a high price point, you should not.
This is KiaraJxn.
Pilates is also calisthenics, however you pronounce it. But basically, it's movement with your full body. You're typically not using equipment with Pilates, net Pilates in general. Solid core is really not Pilates. That's strength training with some elements of Pilates embedded. That's what a lot of people get confused. So a lot of people think solid core is Pilates. Is not. Okay, it has Pilates infused,
it sounds confusing.
But it's really strength training.
So yeah, as we can see, Aaliyah is saying that Raven is making this video to justify her high pricing. Now, another person who responded to Raven's video is Neighborhood Alky, and by the way, his response video has currently got 4 million
This is the guy. I love this guy.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to gentrify exercise?
Yeah, dude.
Are you really on my phone trying to gentrify exercise? Pilates was started by Joseph Pilates, some dude that didn't have the means to exercise the way he wanted to, so he did some makeshift stuff and putting together hospital beds and stuff in Germany.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
You trying to tell me it's only accessible to rich? It's designer exercises now? We got designer exercises.
And then, like I mentioned earlier, he goes on to talk about how 500 hours isn't actually a lot.
And then she's going to say, well, it takes 500 hours to become a Pilates instructor minimum. That's what she did, one of them. Minimum. Now, who taught you that? Who taught you this? And second of all, it takes 1,500 hours just to become a barber.
Yeah.
What you're doing isn't something that
1,500 hours minimum to be a barber.
Hours, baby. It took 500.
And she's bragging about her
By
500
your logic,
hours.
my barber charged me 40 to 50.
Black Magic says, I love that guy. Me
haircut,
too. He's great.
30 minutes to an hour. So for your little 30-minute to an hour class that you out here charging $300-$400 for, I told y'all getting work. Y'all out here charging $300-$400 for a Pilates class. This is a class with 10 plus people in it. By your logic, it should cost $15, maybe $20 on the high end.
Yeah. And then finally goes on to question the comparison to luxury brands.
Come on now. Think about these things before you post them. In what world are we comparing to exercise? Or a little machine with some ropes in a chair.
Right.
To handcrafted designer.
Yeah, Bottega bags.
And again, the comment section of this video is just filled with people who disagree with Raven's video. Now, with this becoming obviously a big situation at this point, right?
Raven had to come back, and she did the most non-apology of all time.
So she deleted the original video and then made this response video saying that she wants to kind of like explain it and address what she said in the previous video.
I'll start by saying classism, elite.
Okay, now tell me, maybe I'm being maybe I'm prejudging her, okay? But I felt like when I watched this apology, I felt condescension in her voice. I felt like she was still talking down to me, but maybe that was just my impression. So this is the apology, and I got a couple satire versions of this that are so good, dude. Okay, so here we go.
And address what she said in the previous video.
Start by saying classism, elitism, or anything adding to the larger conversation of like exclusion in wellness or fitness is unacceptable. Insight is always 2020, and I see how my words contributed to that narrative.
Exclusion in the larger conversation and the narrative is, you're right. I hate exclusion to the larger conversation of the narrative. You're right. Sheesh.
Even though that wasn't my intention, I know that intention doesn't erase impact. But my mission has always been to share my passion for Pilates and wellness with as many people as possible, specifically women. Like, I care about women. And everyone else too.
I mean, we didn't get this impression from the last one, and just saying that we're wrong doesn't mean that people are gonna automatically just take your word for it, because just the whole tone of this is really, it's off-putting.
But I really care about supporting women. If I made you feel like Pilates wasn't for you, I have literally failed at my entire mission and let y'all down. Honestly, being a Black instructor in this space is what motivates me to consistently perfect my craft, to make the best possible product that I can, and to try to get the Pilates word out there with as little barriers as possible. However...
Wait, the littlest barrier as possible, but also it's designer, it's Bottega, it's not accessible, is actually what you were telling us. It's not accessible.
Barriers as possible. However, creating accessibility is about more than content. It's also about culture, words, nuance, actions. And
she's doing the clap.
Raven then goes on to say that she's open to feedback and says that this could be
non-ironically doing the clap meme at us. It's about the culture. What? She thought that was gonna make it better? Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna tear her up
the
for
start
that.
of a positive needle-moving conversation.
This is definitely not a woe is me video. I have always been collaborative, open to feedback. I want to have a conversation. Like, I'm an Aries. I love to shoot the shit. I want to be better. I want to serve my community better. And really, I just want better for this wellness space in general. And from some of the discourse that I'm seeing on my video, I really think that this could be the start of a positive and needle-moving conversation.
She's starting a movement conversation
can forge a new standard. I really...
You know the most exciting thing about life? It's how you can change it.
We're starting a movement conversation to forge... what are we forging?
People of color
can
create something better.
There was a lot of buzzwords. It's really hard to wrap my head around what's happening. Black Magic says she's out of touch, I think. I don't know that she's even aware how she comes off. That could be. Or she's just like she has to keep it. I don't know. Maybe it's just like such part of her personality, like she can't help it. Nugget says the clapper was such a W. Great invention. Okay, yes, because her doing the claps was not a W at all.
That hopefully can forge a new standard. I really believe we as women, as people of color...
a new standard? Hold on. This is a lot of buzz. I'm wrapping my head around this buzz.
Positive needle-moving conversation.
This is definitely not a woe is me video. I have always been collaborative, open to feedback. I want to have a conversation. Like, I'm an Aries. I love to shoot the shit. I want to be better. I want to serve my community better. And really,
Oh,
I just want
still
better
with the clapping
for
early.
this
Okay,
wellness space
I
in
missed
general.
those first
And
claps.
from some of the discourse that I'm seeing on here about my video, I really think that this could be the start of a positive and needle-moving conversation that hopefully can forge a new standard. I really believe we as women, as people of color, can create something better than what has existed before, and that was really the heart of my message.
And then finally, Raven goes on to explain that
we gotta forge a new standard with this needle-moving conversation, guys.
her workouts are affordable, mentions the fact that she uploads like videos on YouTube for free.
I thank you for holding me accountable and giving me the chance to gather feedback and move forward and go even harder. Let me reintroduce myself.
She's gonna go even harder, you guys.
I teach Pilates and I provide
She's doubling down on the Bottega
quality
Pilates
workouts, and I create brand new workouts every single week, and I put them on YouTube for free. I'm also the founder of a Pilates community of women who work out from home, and it's so fun. Our workouts are approachable for many levels and welcoming for everyone.
How much?
And everything is free or well under $50.
Now everything's free or well under $50. So $3,500 a class, $50. Okay. All right.
In the comment section of this video, people still clearly aren't convinced.
Maybe
there's a lot of comments like
enough
this one saying you
people in
literally
your
said
class.
Pilates isn't meant for everyone. Another comment here saying this ChatGPT response, save it girl. Another comment here.
That's a lot of people did accuse her of using ChatGPT to write that apology because she literally said a whole word salad and it did not make any sense. But also that's kind of like just how people in LA talk. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that those were her words.
Saying I think this also misses the mark. And another comment here saying, as a black instructor, you said what you said. Go get the support where you were trying to fit in. Have a great one. So I think it's fair to say Raven's original video obviously didn't go the way that she expected to. Or maybe it did. I mean, she started it off by saying this is going to be like some crazy hot take. So I guess she obviously did expect people.
She definitely didn't know it was going to be that hot of a take. But let's see how TikTok did on this, because
why is Pilates the most controversial fucking workout ever? Black people can't do Pilates, fat people can't do Pilates. Damn, y'all treat Pilates like it's the fucking Marine Corps. Like you gotta go through basic army training to get into a solid core class. Like I swear it's not that serious. You don't have to spend a fucking mortgage and put down a down payment to take a Pilates class. You can do it for free on your bedroom floor. Like it's not that serious.
Absolutely, yes. And what she was referring to in the beginning, we actually talked about last time, where the Pilates instructor said that it was a girl at a Pilates gym said that instructors shouldn't be over a certain weight or something like that.
Swear to God.
Sorry, I didn't have her volume turned up in the beginning there, so I don't know if that came across, but yes, that's what she's talking about, and that is MariahRose on TikTok there. And here's Sabrina Pilates Bunny, and she had a take on this as well.
Y'all are so annoying with this Pilates thing. It's a literal fucking workout. It's a workout that is actually made for injured people. And I do not understand this whole gatekeeping, this controversial thing, because
Bottega.
It's just a workout. It's literally calisthenics. It's not, you're not going to the Marine Corps. You're not fucking buying a luxurious $5,000 item. You're literally just doing.
She said, you're not going to the Marine Corps. We're not going to the Marine. I hope we're not going to a corpse. Oh, that's great. Black Magic says, my daughter does Pilates 3 days a week in her room on her off gym days. I never knew there was all this going on out in the world with Pilates. Yeah, I know. It's very controversial. A lot of Pilates drama going on.
Workout and going home. And I just don't understand the controversy behind this. Like, this is nothing to gatekeep. It's like, y'all are saying that black people can't do it, fat people can't do it. Like, it's a fucking workout. Like, for once, can we just let shit be?
I like that attitude.
It's just
Pilates
a
Bunny.
We don't have to make it this high top-notch thing. Just
you're right.
It's really bugging me.
I'm with you right there. That's Pilates Bunny, Sabrina. And then a couple people had really funny reaction to her apology video. So here's one of those. This is Annie.
Great class, great class. Oh my god. Hi, I can't believe you caught me volunteering in my Pilates is for poor people class. Let me get them all out of class. And so I was actually teaching a course that I love teaching, and it's called Pilates for Poors. Bring in some of the riffraff from the streets. I teach them all about
She said we bring back the riffraff from the street.
Their booty is uptight, right and tight, sexy but firm, feminine but coiled. I have taught that course for a very, very, very long time. It is not my social media manager's idea to try and weather this storm that I started by saying that Pilates.
That's, you know, I was thinking that. I wonder if she has a manager, like a social media manager, and I also feel bad for that person if she does.
Have diversity in it. I've taught this class, Pilates for Poors, for a very, very long time. We didn't.
So that's Annie is my middle name there, with a little satire spin on her apology. And then hold on, here's Ciara Chomp too.
I want to address what I said in my previous video. Despite the fact that I don't acknowledge this in my own apology video, I went online and posted that Pilates was supposed to be exclusive and minorities would not be included. Hindsight is 2020, guys. Whoa. And now that I have been publicly called out and have lost a majority of my clientele from this, I would like to jump on here and not actually say sorry, but say that I'm apologizing to you.
Yeah.
It was not my intention to jump on the internet and
Look at the eyes, dude. She got it. Okay, so she's obviously in the camp of people thinking that she had AI write the apology.
Discriminate against black women in exercise. Even though my exact words were, when you get luxury, you cannot expect diversity.
Oh, God.
I deleted the original
yes. I mean, yeah. That is an exact quote. She can't really squirm out of that.
Offended everybody so that I can backtrack and try to act like I didn't say the things that I said. I care about women. Despite being half black myself, I am white passing, and so I benefit from the system of oppression that keeps black women down. Because I've been unaffected by non-inclusivity in exercise spaces, I decided to perpetuate it myself in hopes that Lululemon wearing white women would sign up for thousands of dollars for my classes.
Yeah, so they were giving it to her. They were giving it to her on the talk, okay? That's Ciara Chomp over there on TikTok. Oh yeah, and here's Devin Drew.
Guys, Pilates isn't accessible to everyone, and it's just never going to be, okay? It's a luxury workout class. It's a luxury item. It's like getting a designer bag, okay? You wouldn't walk into Louis Vuitton or Gucci and be like, where's the free $25 bag? No, everything's $6,000 in there, okay? So, yeah, my classes are $3,500. And what do we do in that?
I love the fluttering eyelashes.
We go into a bridge, we pulse, and sometimes we put a dumbbell in between our thighs.
What are we?
And our knees, okay?
Whoa.
And you can't find that anywhere else because it's luxury. So don't Google it and don't go to YouTube.
Definitely takes 500 hours to learn that.
Sign
for
up
sure.
in my bio. Thank you, Body by Ravel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I thought those were pretty good. So yeah, I think it goes without saying the community was not having it. It was a bit of it was a bit of a wild take to start with, but yeah, I just you would think that a person who, I mean, look at her page. Let's see how she's doing now. you would think someone who has as many followers as her on TikTok, that she would know. Yeah, like here it is. This is the apology video, is on 3 million views. Probably her most viewed video. Let's see. No, it's actually not. Okay, I was wrong. She has a lot of highly viewed videos. So maybe, you know, maybe she'll get her following back. She definitely seemed to have a lot of people following her and watching her stuff on here. But, you know, it's really easy to ruin all of that goodwill. And she did a crash course, dude. She speed ran that thing. And, I don't know. It looks like people are watching her newest videos that she's posting. So, I guess, I don't know. Maybe these are short-lived and people are only here because of the controversy. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Get out there and try and gatekeep a simple like set of stretches. I mean, like, I don't want to like downplay what Pilates is, but she's not like creating anything herself there. So yeah, that's tough. And I get, you know, every market has a rate, and maybe 3,500 for a certain number of people in your class makes sense. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a note in the comments how many people would have to be in the class for $3,500 to feel like a good rate to you. And if you know anything about Pilates, please school me and tell me how stupid I am. Because I mean, you know, just surface level, obviously, you know, we want to be inclusive for everybody. But on the contrary, this one just seems like she took the exact opposite take of what the whole like ethos of Pilates is, and then also claimed to have hundreds of hours of study in Pilates. So I don't know if those two things are really compatible at all. So I don't know. Maybe she didn't do the 500 hours, or maybe she wasn't listening in class. I don't know what it means to do the 500 hours even. Like, are there like Pilates senseis that are like registered? Are they like Dr. Pilates that are like certified to teach other people how to do this? I'm not sure. But she definitely figured out how to make them mad, and she is taking the heat for it. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. Black Magic, Nugget Man, Becky, Falcor, and Nance in there still too, probably somewhere. So hope y'all have a great week. Pilates Sensei. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna get some gifts together. Maybe we can get a Pilates Sensei. I don't know. Send me some ideas. I'm working on the sound effects right now. So for Friday, we'll have all new sound effects. We'll have some new buttons. It's gonna be funny. So definitely stick around for that. And if you're watching on replay, hit that subscribe button. We're here every Monday and Friday evening around 7-ish. And I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spending some time with me. Tell your family that you love them. And I will catch y'all on the next one.